What is up, crypto family? Crypto Bread here, and today we are going to be talking about TradingView. What exactly is TradingView? How to use the web interface, and yeah, let's get straight into the content. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So to start things off, I would like to say that this is going to be the first video in a video series called Learning Technical Analysis. I hope you guys enjoy this content. And yeah, with that being said, let's get straight to it. We're going to navigate to tradingview.com. Here is the landing page for TradingView. What TradingView is a pretty much a web-based program, which is used primarily for charting and technical analysis. With that being said, it's not the only thing that it can be used for. As you can see, that there are other people that have accounts that post ideas about their own technical analysis. There's a lot of research on here. There's just such a huge trove of information that's available on TradingView. It's one of the other reasons why I really enjoy it, for doing things like fundamental analysis and just learning market trends and just learning in general. It's very, very nice. As you can see, here's a market summary. You get different indexes, other fiat currencies, futures, crypto, and bonds, and the various time frames, of course. You can scroll down here. We can see some stocks, some gainers and losers. So here's the most gained, most lost, based on percentage. And also live streams, as well as news that is actually pushed to TradingView. So this is nice for keeping up with market trends and things of that nature. See what's going on in the world. So yeah, let's get right into it, okay? You guys are first off, you're going to want to create an account. There's a free version, which I currently use, and also a premium version, which you can pay for. There's different tiers of that. I use the free version, like I said, currently. I don't really need the premium right now, and most of you probably aren't going to, unless you start getting deep into technical analysis. I might end up upgrading down the line, but right now it's good for what it's worth and the value it provides. So, all right. So let's say we were interested in Bitcoin. Here is where you can search a ticker to find more information. So we're going to type in Bitcoin here, just assuming that we don't know the ticker for this, but we know what it's called. So we're going to click Bitcoin US dollar pairing here, and we are navigating to this page. It shows the current price in US dollars for Bitcoin, the change, as well as here's the overview for Bitcoin, whatever asset you choose. It gives a little bit of technicals. It's showing that the technicals are showing that it is still a buy right now. Some people that post their ideas about technical analysis, you guys can learn based off of this. Various news based on the asset that you searched, and other related symbols. So that being said, we can take a look here. You can get an idea and a feel for just kind of the UI here. Here are the different markets that this asset is traded on, or some of them at least, as you can see. There are a lot more markets than what are shown there, but here are the technicals for Bitcoin paired with the US dollar. Please don't base any of your trade decisions on just the technicals that TradingView is giving. All of you guys should do your own analysis, whether it just be fundamental, technical. It really should be a mix of both, as well as market trends. You can kind of get an idea for where a price might be moving for a given asset. But yeah, this being said, it looks like the oscillators are showing that it's neutral. The moving averages are showing a strong buy. We can get into that in a future video. As for right now, I'm just going to keep it pretty general as to how, exactly what TradingView is and what it's used for. So yeah, we are going to move on, and from here, let's go back to the overview, get into the meat here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to search your asset and click full featured chart, so we can get a full chart here of our asset, which is Bitcoin paired with the US dollar currently. And you can contract and expand based on the X and the Y axis down here. If you're having trouble viewing a certain time frame, or you want to just pull it back and get a general overview of, you know, the candles and the price action of this here. So we're going to start here with our watch list. You guys are going to come pre-shipped with, your accounts are going to come shipped with like the preset like S&P 500. You're going to have, probably going to have UK and US oil. You're going to have gold. You can remove any of these that come shipped with your account, and then pretty much just add the assets that you are currently invested in or that you are speculating you might put money into, right here by clicking this add symbol. And let's just say we wanted to add REN, which is an ERC20 token. Let's take a look here. We're going to want to find REN US dollar. Unless you guys know how to read REN paired with Bitcoin, we can get into that later at some point. But for simple, to keep it simple here, we're just going to go with REN US dollar since I already have it on my watch list. It shows the X here, but you would add it by pressing or clicking the plus sign here. All right. Well, for whatever reason it removed it, but we re-added it here, and we're going to take a look at REN. All right. So now we can contract the chart, kind of move it down, so it kind of a little bit easier on the eyes for us here. And with that being said, I have no other tools up, just so it's fair enough for you guys. So because this is pretty much what everybody's going to see when you load up your account. No tools, no patterns or anything. Like I said, we'll be getting into that in future videos. But so for this here, we're going to start with the watch list. The right pane is where you can set alerts for a price. Say you wanted to be alerted if Bitcoin, or since we're on REN, if you wanted to be alerted when REN reached $1.10, or when REN reached 90 cents, you can add an alert. Various types of news on the asset is very important for fundamental analysis. Your data window, hot lists, and the hot list here is pretty much just big gainers in the stock market or big losers in the stock market. What's pretty much what's hot, right? Your calendar, ideas that you might have. There's also a public chat here on TradingView, which is pretty cool. I personally don't use this pane at all, other than the watch list. So you guys can use it how you choose. But moving on here, we're going to go to the top, starting at the very top here. This is our symbol, REN paired with US dollars. And here are our time frames. The 5-minute, they're all going to look different, of course. So each one of these little candles represents 5 minutes. The 15-minute, each candle represents 15 minutes. The hour, each candle represents an hour, and so on and so forth, okay? So I'm not going to be getting into candles too much. That is most likely going to be the next video that I will upload. But you guys are going to want to pick like 3 of your favorite time frames. You're going to most likely going to want to have a short-term time frame favorited, mid-term time frame, and then like a long-term time frame. So like 15 1 hour in a day, or 15 4 hours in a day, and kind of just get an idea for where the price might be moving just based off candles. You don't even necessarily need a bunch of crazy patterns and tools to use like some of these advanced traders use. Like in my experience from technical analysis, which hasn't been too long so far, this, once you find something that allows you to get an idea of which way the price is moving, then use it. Stick to a strategy that's simple. Don't try to overcomplicate things. That's when it starts to turn on you. So just keep things simple here, and we're going to continue to keep things simple with this right here. This is our, next to the time frames that we were just looking at, these are our candles. So we have bars, we have candles that we can look at, hollow candles, Heikin Ashi, which is Japanese candlesticks, which is my personal favorite, excuse me. I recommend everyone to use Heikin Ashi. I really think it is the best for trading, um, and the most accurate in my opinion. You get your typical line, and then your area, baseline. But yeah, we're just gonna stick to Heiken Ashi for now, and then you can compare or add symbols, compare this with another asset like maybe Ren and Basic Attention Token, or Ren and Bitcoin, or Ren and Ethereum. And here are some indicators. Here's the indicators tab where I have a few favorited: a money flow indicator, market cipher waves, and exponential moving averages. We're going to get into that. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much on these things to, stray us away from what we really need to learn here. So here are the financials. I don't really use this tab too much. Various templates if you guys want to use templates that are already pre-made. And of course, here's also the alert. The alert is right here and is also right here for price. So say it crosses, say I wanted to buy the dip at 90 cents. I would put this here, show a pop-up, notify on app because I have the mobile app downloaded on my Android, and I would create that. Okay. All right. Also, if you guys see something on the charts, you can always save it by clicking this, take a snapshot, and copy the image URL, or save the image. A lot of times I actually use a snippet tool on my Windows machine and just snip from the top to the bottom here, but just personal preference. Here is the settings tab where you will be able to change colors if you are potentially colorblind, or if you prefer various colors to just, other than the typical green and red. You can choose to do so here. You can also do various other things like how solid the lines are. If you guys are having trouble seeing them, you can kind of poke through this here and get an idea for that. And what's important here is this guy right here. This is where you are going to be able to save your chart and symbols. Make sure that if you guys add things to your watch list that you are clicking this guy right here, okay? I probably shouldn't have done that, but just for learning purposes, I'm going to save that there, because if you add a bunch of different things to your watch list and you forget to save it, well, guess what? It's not going to be there the next time you show up. So, moving on, the very left pane and the final panel, I guess you could say, of this web UI is where all your tools are going to be. So here you can just move around, right? It's kind of just like your select tool. You select various things with it. This is your line tool. You can draw different lines if you think you might see like a trend, draw from the highs to the lows, or the lows to the highs. I'm not going to be getting into anything crazy here. Like I said, we're keeping it simple for this first video. But this is, long story short, this is where all your tools are. That can be used for technical analysis. You can see various patterns here, head and shoulders patterns, triangle patterns, cipher patterns if you want to trade on patterns. If you are in a long or short position, you can mark those here. A ruler to measure price, let's say from the 11th of January till the 12th of February, about 250. Ren is up 253% from the 11th of January to the 12th of February, which is actually quite a bit. Yeah, congrats to all you Ren holders out there. But like I'm saying, like I was saying, these are just a few of the tools. A ruler tool is always something that you guys can start off with. That's going to be nice. But we'll get into those later on. And yeah, that is the general overview of TradingView. I hope this video has been helpful to you and allows you to start your technical analysis journey. And we will see you in the next video. Until then, Crypto Bread out.